Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. What? Okay, we got Olaksandr Usyk. We got Murat Gassiev. We got the World Boxing Super Series. It's on fire. Listen. Hey, these guys have weighed in. Both guys have made weight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight for 100% of all the belts in the Cruiserweight division in this World Boxing Super Series. Hey, look, man, all of the major sanctioning bodies are represented in this fight between Olaksandr Usyk and Murat Gassiev. Listen, hey, I already gave the particulars, man. Look, hey, the weigh-in, hey, I'm going to give you a prediction, show you a few highlights, but I'm going to tell you this right here, man. This fight is going down. Listen, you got on one hand a boxer who is a pure boxer with a very good, awesome, I got to say it, awesome amateur pedigree. And you also have a big-time puncher who doesn't have much of a amateur background, hey, but he a big puncher nonetheless. But anyway, y'all already know that Olaksandr Usyk is 14-0 with 11 KOs. He stands at 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. Listen, y'all know that Murat Gassiev is 26-0 with 19 KOs. He stands at 6'3.5" with a 76-inch reach. Listen, check it. I'm gonna tell you this. Looking at these guys facing off at the weigh-in, it really doesn't look like Gassiev has a half-inch advantage in height. But hey, that's what he listed as according to BoxRec. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't really think that against Dorticos, because Dorticos just look a little like longer and leaner when Murat Gassiev faced off against him. But hey, guy right around that 6'3", 6'3", and you know, the thing about it is Murat Gassiev is listed as the slightly taller guy, but Olaksandr Usyk, hey, he has that 78-inch reach. Listen, and he has a laser-like jab, and he know how to use it. And that's the thing about him. And also with Olaksandr Usyk, man, hey, like I say, he has an impeccable amateur pedigree. He is a 2012 Olympic gold medalist, and that wasn't his first Olympics. He participated in 2008 as well. So this young man has a look, impeccable amateur pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Murat Gassiev only has like around 30-ish recorded amateur fights. But hey, look, out of 26 professional fights, he's knocked out 19 guys. Now, those 19 guys were not all guys that were, hey, you know, the least I could say is formidable opponents. But hey, his last 4 fights, man, he been putting down. You know what I'm saying? And the last 2 fights, he fought guys in this, you know, World Boxing Super Series, Ladorzik and Dorticos. Man, look, he knocked both of them out. So he lets you know that although he does not have an amateur pedigree, this young man is here. He's only 24 years old. That's the thing about him. He only 24 years old, and hey, he 26-0. He's undefeated. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, this young man is tough. He has a 70% KO average. You know, 19 KOs out of 26 wins. Hey, you know, hey, it speaks volumes for the young man. He only 24 years old. Now he is you know, trained by Abel Sanchez, and you know, Abel Sanchez, he'll even tell you, he admit to you that he's not really the type of guy that's like, you know, find a guy and polish him up and get him ready. No, if you already got something to work with, he can polish you up and make you better. And that's what it seemed like he's done with this young man. You know what I'm saying? Murat Gassiev, hey, I think man, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I said it on another video. I was following Dorticos. You know what I'm saying? In this series, I was hoping that he'll be the sleeper, but in watching Murat Gassiev, man, look here, watching Dorticos, and I saw him fight Murat Gassiev, I was like, wow. So then I went back and watched the Krzysztof Ladorczyk fight with him and Krzysztof Ladorczyk, and I was like, wow. If you look at the combinations he was throwing in that particular fight, in both fights, man, this young man here is something serious. And I'm gonna tell you, he gonna be something to be reckoned with. And but hey, this is a real hard one to call, ladies and gentlemen. I got to say it. Now, Olaksandr Usyk, hey, like I say, he's very fundamentally sound, because hey, you can't say nothing but he fundamentally sound with the deep amateur pedigree he has. You know what I'm saying? And he's 31 years old though, and you know, a lot of time, Eastern European, you know, he comes from that discipline. A lot of time they stay amateurs for a while. And he's 31, man. He's from Ukraine. He's 31 years old. He's only 14-0, 11 knockouts. But I mean, this young man is very accomplished as an amateur. And I said this before as well. I don't know if that's gonna hurt him per se, fighting in the professional rankings, because see, in the amateurs, once you come to professional, you have to get some of that amateur style boxing out of your system. The thing that probably is not gonna hurt him in this particular fight is that Murat Gassiev is a patient fighter. I got a shout out to CJ Goodfella, Boxing Clinic and more. You know, his video, y'all know, man, if y'all want to watch a breakdown and prediction, hey man, y'all already know that's the guy, CJ Goodfella, man. Shout out. Boxing Clinic and more. Yeah, check him out, man. He'll give you the rundown. I'm talking about the real. If y'all boxing fans and you on YouTube, you already know. He breaks down fights precise. You know what I'm saying? He tell you everything about the fighters, their, you know, the good, bad, and the ugly. But I got to shout him out because he had one out already and I saw it, so you know. But anyway, yeah, this young man here, man. But my thing with him, he knows how to use his jab, and he does have the longer reach. He has a 78-inch reach, and if you watch him use that jab, he know how to use it as a range finder. He'll stiffen it up and keep you honest. He varies it up, the speed of it. Like sometimes he'll throw it out there, like I say, just as a range finder or just to see, you know, to check you out where you at, keep you honest, whatever. But he varies up the speed of that jab, and that's very good for a guy with his reach. You know what I'm saying? That helps him to be able to box and do what he need to do very proficiently. But he is technically proficient, and for his size, man, he has good movement, man, good foot movement, good footwork, ring generalship. Hey, he knows his way around that ring. As an amateur, hey, he is very polished at that. You know what I'm saying? The thing that I'm not so sure about with him, I'm going to tell you. And I ain't saying I ain't sure about it with him, but it's just with him fighting Murat Gassiev, is when he's using that jab as a range finder, hey man, you better not paw it, because I'm going to tell you, Murat Gassiev is a very good counter puncher. And when he put his punches together, his combinations together, man, hey, he coming to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And that's serious business. That's very serious business. And you know, but the thing about, in a nutshell, with Olaksandr Usyk, he is a southpaw, and man, look, he can box very well. So I don't know, man. This thing is gonna be, man, to me, it's hard to call. I hear a lot of people saying Usyk. To me, it's hard to call though, man, because one hand you gotta Usyk he's a very good boxer, and hey, he can hit you to the body and hurt you as well. Nah, but his punch volume is also very high, and that's something that I ain't gonna say will give Murat Gassiev problems, but he's not. I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's gonna give him problems, but he gonna have to, just like CJ say, he gonna have to punch with him and counter him and not be as patient at sometimes. And I'm gonna tell you, with Olaksandr Usyk, I done heard people kid around and say, I don't know if they were kidding or not, talking about he got so much energy he might be juicing. I'm not gonna make that claim. I don't make claims if I don't know anything, though. That's a very serious claim in the sport of boxing, especially right now with all the stuff we got going on. So I'm not gonna make that claim, but I will say this young man, for his size, he moves well, and that's one thing that I see in his favor. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Murat Gassiev is a very patient guy. You know what I'm saying? If you watch that fight with him and Yanir Dorticos, he was fighting off his back foot. He was countering real well. He was fighting off his back foot. He was even fighting good off the ropes, really. But he was patient. He was patient. He's very efficient with his punches. He not go just punch just to check you, all that. He is very precise with his punches. He picks his shots, and he is a phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, he is a phenomenal body puncher. He placed his body shots very well. Yanir Dorticos, Ladorzik, he knocked Ladorzik out with a body shot. You know what I'm saying? Christoph Ladorzik, the fight before he fought Dorticos in this World Boxing Super Series, Ladorzik, he knocked them out with a body shot. I'm telling you. Hey, and if you check out the combinations he was using, man, that left hook and uppercut, he varies it. I mean, he throws it in different ways as a combination. He might double uppercut. He might double up with the left hand, hit you with the hook, then the uppercut, or hit you with the uppercut, then the hook. Or he might throw, you know what I'm saying, like a right hook, left uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Or he might throw it different. You know what I'm saying? He might hit you with the left hook, come back with the right uppercut. But he varies the uppercuts and hooks in combination, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And he places his body shots, I'm talking about, very well. And he got a good chin. Dorticos was tagging him every now and then. And hey, he held his ground, and he let you know, hey, I'm standing here, I'm here to stay. But he was very patient. You watch a guy like that, man, hey. But I think this is gonna be a very, man, hey, this fight to me spells classic. You know what I'm saying? You got your like almost like a classic boxer, and a guy that is, hey, phenomenal puncher. And both of them guys know how to go to the body well. But man, this thing, I'ma have to call it, y'all. I'ma have to call it. I said I was gonna call it. And hey, I got to say, man, to me, Murat Gassiev is the sleeper in this World Boxing Super Series. I ain't gonna lie, I slept on him, and I think that he is gonna take it all. Murat Gassiev, and you know, hey, I want to say late stoppage, because I really think that he's gonna have to get a knockout to win. You know, because how patient he is. Unless he breaks Olaksandr Usyk down in the second half of the fight, you know, maybe he can get him maybe he can win on points. But other than that, I see, hey, late stoppage by Murat Gassiev. I say like 11th round stoppage. And I know I'm going out on a limb with this one, because man, hey, I'ma say this. Olaksandr Usyk can win this fight. He can box very smartly and win this fight. Thing with Olaksandr Usyk, he is very confident, and he has been very, very successful You know what I'm saying? And he's the favorite coming in this World Boxing Super Series. He's been the favorite, being the that Eastern European coming in this thing with a Olympic gold medalist. Man, look, but this is the thing. He is very confident in his skills, and I like that about him. The thing is, and I know he know who he up against, but Murat Gassiev, he is a patient fighter, and I think that what he's gonna do, he's gonna shock the world. I think what he's gonna do, he is gonna counter very well. He's gonna, and this the thing, like when people talk about the man juicing. No, I don't think, I'm not gonna say Usyk is juicing, but the man does have good energy, and it stays up through the fight. But I think Murat Gassiev is gonna place his body shots very well, and towards the end of the fight, see, I told you, Murat Gassiev can fight very well off his back foot. He counters well off the back foot, and he can fight decent up against the ropes. He can fight well, I'm gonna say well, from up against the ropes. And I think that Olaksandr Usyk will back him up. He will, get him up against the ropes, and he will get some good shots off, and he will be the busier guy, especially in the early rounds. He will be very busy, and he will win those early rounds. I believe that. But I think coming down the stretch, Murat Gassiev will place his body shots precisely, and I think that he's gonna slow Olaksandr Usyk down, and he's gonna, he will fight on that front foot as well. Shout out CJ Goodfella. Once he have you where he wants you, he will walk you down. And he's a seek and destroy type of guy. You know what I'm saying? And I know that Olaksandr Usyk is a different caliber fighter than Yanir Dorticos. I know that. But if you watch how he did Yanir Dorticos, for most of the fight, the early rounds, he let him come forward. And he still was picking them apart with his counters. But towards the end of the fight, man, he started landing his shots. And it's like this the thing. Gassiev, he still, because he's so efficient, he wasn't looking like he was, tired either. He don't be looking like he tired. He looks like he stays very composed. I'm gonna say that. He stays very composed, and he continues to counter, but he began to open up in them later rounds. Y'all watching, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm going out on the limb with this one. If I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. I'm gonna tell you, I'm just ready to see a good fight. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Murat Gassiev, I think, man, he's the sleeper cell in this World Boxing Super Series. And I think he go take it all. But another thing I'll say, shout out T Street Controversy Live. He was talking about the guys who are mandatories to these belts. He was talking about Tony Bellew is a mandatory. Whoever win all four of them. But I'm gonna tell you something that interests me in this whole thing, because early on I went and I was looking up, because I heard CJ mention it too, but this was like a while back. This been a while back. But y'all know Yanir Dorticos, if I'm not mistaken, he is the one that had the WBA. That's how Murat Gassiev got the WBA, when he beat Yanir Dorticos. But Dorticos actually was the WBA regular champion. Y'all know Denis Lebedev. I said I was going to mention this. I said something in reference to it in another video, and I said I was going to come back and clean it up, because I just wanted to make sure, what I was looking at. And he was the regular champion. Y'all know the WBA in every weight class has a regular championship belt and a super championship belt. You know what I'm saying? So that super champion is the one that unified. That's like the real world title. People don't look at the regular world title as being a real world title. It's probably more or less the WBA's version of an interim title. You know what I'm saying? Because with that title, you can challenge the super champion, but you can't unify usually with that WBA belt. However, like I say, Denis Lebedev was the WBA super champion in the cruiserweight division. So what happened was, in order to allow these guys to unify, the WBA gave a special allowance, you know, so that put, if you go to the WBA site, I went and checked it. Now, Denis Lebedev is the champion in recess. You know what I'm saying? And they did elevate Dorticos, you know, for the belt to be as the super belt, so that it can be, so you can unify with it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to unify with that title. So it was a special allowance, but Murat Gassiev ended up winning the fight. So now he has that belt as well. Now, this is the crazy thing about it. If you look on, go to BoxRec and look on Murat Gassiev record, he already beat Denis Lebedev. He already beat him. He beat him before by split decision. Now, this is the thing. It was a good fight. But I'm going to tell you, probably what, you know, the difference in the fight was probably the knockdown. There again, with your boy, I'm going to tell you, this guy young, 24 years old, Murat Gassiev dropped him. He dropped Denis Lebedev with a body shot. Yes, he did. He dropped him with a body shot, and that probably was the difference in the fight. It was a split decision, but that's probably what got him over. You know what I'm saying? He dropped him with that body shot. And I'm going to tell you, hey, I gotta give it up to Denis Lebedev. It's far and few in between when you get dropped with a body shot like that you get back up. I seen a few fighters do it. He did it. He got back up and finished, but you know, he lost the fight, you know, split decision. So, hey, so now if whoever win all these belts, you know, if they want to keep that WBA strap, they're gonna have to see that champion in recess, Denis Lebedev. Now, if Murat Gassiev win, I know Denis Lebedev gonna be happy. He was like, okay, you got to come see me again. I'm gonna be able to try to get my get back and make sure I secure my WBA Super Championship belt for the Cruiserweight division, as well as become undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So I know Denis Lebedev probably somewhere rooting for Murat Gassiev, like, hey, I want you to win so I can get my get back, get my belt, and become undisputed. So you know, hey, that's just a little tidbit, man. But hey, may the best man win. I wish both of these guys nothing but the best. Like I say, Usyk is a man. Look, only 14-0, but he almost right now like the total package. You know what I'm saying? He can box, and he can get you out of there. He showed that with Marco Huck. Marco Huck tried to brawl. You know what I'm saying? He tried to bring the pain to him. He old vet, you know, over 40 fights. You know, he have won 40 fights, Marco Huck. So he tried to use some of his experience and tried to rough him up, you know, try to turn it into a brawl, because he know that's his only hope. But Usyk got him out of there in 10. TKO in round number 10, you know. Just being busy, man. He's so busy. He's a busy guy. You know what I'm saying? All the way to the end. You see TKO in round number 10, Marco Huck. Yeah. He's still in round number 10. He was still busy enough to get him out of there. And that's what Usyk does. So I'm not saying at all that this thing can't go the other way, but that's my prediction. My prediction is late stoppage, Murat Gassiev. And I'm going to tell you this right here. I would like to see this fight several times. I would like to see these guys do the best of 3. I like to see them, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it could be like this. If these guys fight 5 times, I think, you know what I'm saying, it'll be like 3-2. And I'm serious. That's how good this fight looked to be to me. I could be wrong. They could go in there and somebody could knock the other one out in 3 rounds. But still, I think if they go if these guys fight 5 times, I think it'll be 3-2. That'll be the score. That's what I believe. So I think this is a very good matchup. hey, whatever happened in this fight, I'd like to see it again, you know. Anyway, this Daddy P, man, on the corner, in the corner boxing, this World Boxing Super Series. They say you, man, I've been watching it on the World Boxing Super Series little page. You know what I'm saying? They got a YouTube channel, and I don't know. I guess maybe they not showing it on there. They never really advertised it before either, and I had been watching it on there. But I'm finna see real quick. I'm just looking at something real quick. But from what I understand, you know, I don't know. It's a couple ways you can watch it. You can watch it on that Cloud. I mean that Cloud TV. That's Cloud with a K. You can watch it live. It's coming on at 3 p.m. on Saturday. That's Eastern Standard Time in the United States. 12 p.m. Pacific. So, you know, check your, you know, that's according to wherever you live. But this is for all the belts, man. So, hey, try to tune in to this thing, y'all. This is going to be a fight. I will give some highlights. It might be a little late because I'm going to be out of town, and I do have a function, a family function I got to go to that is very important to me and my family. So my highlights might be a little later. But this Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to be notified every time it go down. Hey, slap that like button for me. Daddy P signing off.